All right, you boys and girls, welcome back to Backcountry Boys. Woo! Woo! Let's do some cooking. That's how I was raised, you can't deny. Knee deep in the water, lost in the pine. How my daddy in hills was bred. I'ma do this way of living till I'm dead. 8-point buck cutting across the ridge. 12-pound test trying to catch a fish. If you like what we're doing, let me hear y'all make some noise for them backcountry boys. All right, this morning we're going to be cooking fried deer backstrap with homemade cat head biscuits, Louisiana style. So, first ingredient, my lovely assistant.
Yep.
Could be a lot prettier, but okay.
All right.
What do we need?
Backstraps.
Let's get some backstrap. Yeah. Backstraps. Yeah. Flour. Let's go get the self-rising. Look at them there.
Do we need peanut butter? Do we need peanut butter? Do we need peanut butter?
No comment.
Pretzels?
We need some Earl too. Grab some of that good old Earl. Oh man, I hope we have more. Ruh-roh, Raggy. Well, that's gonna have to be enough. Look at the puppy. Look at him. Look at the puppy. Look at him. All right, let's do this. First things first, you need some self-rising flour so that it can rise by itself. You need some deer backstrap, preferably not frozen.
Some oil.
We're gonna have to thaw this one out.
Maybe some oil.
And then some Earl. Get yourself some of that vegetable Earl. All right, this will get us started. Now let's thaw our meat out and start prepping it. What's up, you sons of fishes? All right, we got our booter. Salted booter. We got some of that D% milk. And then flour and Earl. This will get us started on the biscuits. So, I don't know why I'm talking like I'm from freaking Arkansas or Tennessee, but this is my real voice. Okay, let's start prepping, guys. All right. We need our cast iron skillet, which I left in the oven on accident. It'll be nice and toasty for us. I'm just kidding. All right. Set that on a nice, safe surface. Not like this wood right here. You're gonna burn it. All right, now what we need to do is grease up our pan. All right. Grab yourself a hunk of butter. This one's open already. Come on over here. And you're gonna just lightly grease up. That actually worked out perfect that it got hot because now we can, I did that on purpose. I know what I'm doing. Now we can just lightly coat the bottom of this pan so our biscuits don't stick. Hopefully your mama or your grandma will taught you that. All right, good deal. Got a little coating on there. Good to see you. All right, we're gonna start prepping our biscuits. We need 2 cups. Get yourself a measuring cup. 2 cups of self-rising flour.
There's one. Dump it in your mixing bowl. And we need one more. Do a little more on this one because all right, there's our 2 cups. And it's, I mean, yeah, there's a number for the ingredients, but we're just gonna be cooking by the heart. Mix it how you feel. You want the consistency to be squishy, kind of fluffy, but not like rock hard. So, all right, now we'll grab our cold milk, and we're gonna do about I think it's about, we'll start with 3/4 of a cup. Pour it in here. Let's make a little open spot for it to rest. All right. And then, time for the dirty work. Start mixing it up. Mixture is a little bit dry. The flour soaked up, so we'll just add a touch more milk just to kind of let everything be nice and moist. All right.
While he's mixing the dough, I'm cutting up some butter to put in the mixture.
Your hands should look like that. All right, so now we got our butter cut up. This is gonna be our shortening. We don't have, you know, sometimes you can buy a little can of shortening, but that's for sissies. We're gonna add some
You are a
butter.
sissy.
Hey, watch it. We're gonna add some butter in here, and that's just gonna kind of give it some filler and some moistures. Add for taste, all kinds of good stuff. So we'll mix that in really good, and then we'll add a touch of oil. This can get, I don't know how my grandma does it so like clean, but I'm not that good yet. So I'll add a little bit of touch of oil just to keep them from sticking to each other in the pan. Give it the consistency that we need. And then we're gonna start rolling our dough balls and lay them in the pan. We got our backstrap. I think it just finished thawing out, so we'll move on to the next step and show you how we like to prep that. All right, I'm gonna add a little bit more flour because this is just a little bit more stickier than I would like it. But hey, it's a learning curve. We're learning together. I'm not no professional at making these yet. My grandma been handing down the tradition of teaching me. Yeah, that's what you want. All right, where you can grab it, but it doesn't cling to you. So we'll roll these in some good dough balls and lay them in the pan.
It's not a learning curve. He's just not very smart. Action.
All right, we got our dough ball. Let's come on over here. By the way, we just hit 500 subs on the channel. Woo! So, in celebration, I've been mocking up some t-shirts and some hats. We're gonna get some apparel out for sale on the channel, but one of y'all lucky watchers and subscribers is gonna get to take one home with you. So stay tuned for that. That'll be coming shortly. All right, you wanna make yourself just a nice ball. These are gonna swell up and grow. So, you know, don't make them huge or else your biscuits are gonna be gigantic, but you can make them as big as you want, however big you want your biscuits to be. So I will go a little bit bigger than this. And then we're gonna just place them. And the more you do it, you'll get your consistency and your size right, but just make a good handful and then we'll place them in our pan like that. So we should have enough for about 4 biscuits that size, which is, for us fatties, that should be plenty.
Call me fat?
Hey, I'm just letting actions speak louder than words. So. All right, we got our last biscuit made, and I kind of like to just, you can give them some space to grow, but place them just like that in your pan, and then we're gonna wash up, and then we'll place these babies in the oven and let them do their thing.
I lost my spray butter. Oh no.
I hope we have more.
Crap.
What'd you do with it, Mom? Well, I guess we don't have it anymore.
I think he's looked at it like 6 times.
All right. Last time you have some spray butter. You can spray the tops of them, and as they cook, turn out real good. But all right, we got our biscuits ready. Oven is preheated to 350. We're gonna go ahead and slide these in on the top rack, and then turn our light on so we can see, and set our timer to, let's start out with 15 minutes. The altitude will affect them. If you live down south or lower altitude, it won't take as long to cook them, but up here in the mountains, sometimes we gotta let stuff go a little longer. So let them babies start getting nice and fluffy and crispy. Now, let's prep our backstrap, the best part. All right, we got our backstrap. A little more than salt, actually, but that's all right. I like to fill this bag up with water and bring any kind of blood and everything off the meat, just to get it nice and rinsed. So you get some good clear water. All right, take your back strap and cut them. I'm gonna cut them in some nice long strips here to batter up and fry. All right, got our back strap cut up in good friable pieces. So this one ain't gonna take near as long to cook probably because the defrost, I put it on a little bit too long, but that's all right. Now we're gonna switch over to some all-purpose flour. We're done with the self-rising. Grab yourself some all-purpose. All right, you need 2 bowls. Fill one with some flour. That's probably enough. And fill one with some milk. One that you fill with milk, go ahead and take all your meat, slide it in there. That's gonna get them nice and chilled. It's gonna soak up a lot of that bloody, gamey taste if there is any left. And then it's gonna also wet them down so the flour can cling to them. All right, now, for my seasonings, I just like to go simple. Tony's and pepper. Start seasoning up your flour.
You season like a white boy.
It's not what your mom said. If your nose ain't running, you ain't using enough. Thank Brody. Alright, got our flour nice and seasoned. It should look nice and dark, and you should see plenty of particles of seasoning in there. Now, while this meat soaks, we're going to go ahead and get our fry pan and our oil prepping. Brody!
Hey, Brody, come here.
Come here. Get in here. Shut that door. Shut it harder. The manners of this dog. All right. Get that camera out of my face. All right, grab your pan to fry your back. Something like that. Whoa. Light your stove. Now, these are going to cook really fast. So, you want your oil to be pretty deep in the pan. We honestly need a little more, but that's going to have to do because that's what we got to work with.
Are them biscuits ready?
They should be getting close.
Want me to check them?
All right. That's a good idea, my young Padawan. Let's check on the biscuits. Be quiet. I don't want to scare them. Let's have a little sneak peek in there. Ooh, baby, just like mama. Just like mama taught me. Yeah, it's good. I'm a velociraptor. All right, that's what you should be looking like. Nice and red. It pulled a lot of that blood out of there. I like to throw some seasoning in the milk too, and on top, just get everything nice and coated. You can tenderize your meat if you need to. Backstraps should be pretty tender anyways, but I went ahead and beat these like a redheaded stepchild, so we're good to go. So, got our flour. We're gonna start laying them in there. All right, the oil should be good to go. Take a pinch of flour, drop it in there, start sizzling. We'll back the heat off just a little bit so we don't scald ourselves. Make sure your fry pieces are good and battered up. Sometimes they get a little sticky and you kind of have to add a little more flour to them, but all right, and then we're gonna start dropping them. That's the sound of our biscuits getting close to being ready over there. If you're looking for a breakfast that doesn't mess up the kitchen, don't do this one because it's messy. But what's messy is usually good. All right, so these are gonna start cooking real fast, like I said. So once you get them cooked on one side, start flipping them. Try not to let them burn, which is kind of hard. Some of them are kind of burning already. Usually you would like your grease to be a little bit deeper than this, but
Quick break in the video. We have some very exciting news. Last night we hit 500 subscribers. But in production right now, we have some Backcountry Boys merch coming out. And when we hit 600 subscribers, we are doing a t-shirt and hat giveaway to one lucky subscriber. Let's get back to the video.
2, 1, go. All right, it don't take long in that hot Earl. You got yourself some golden brown, crispy mule deer backstrap, baby. All right, our biscuits are getting nice and brown on top. We're gonna let them go a little bit longer, but we're gonna try us a piece of this fried backstrap. Now, Leland's never had fried backstrap, right?
Nope.
All right, let's introduce him to how the South does it, baby. Let's try it. Ready?
Mm-hmm.
Is that heavenly or what?
Yeah, I will.
Yes, sir, baby. We're gonna get us some biscuits and then I'm gonna show you the proper way to do this. All right, they're almost ready. The last finishing touch, what I like to do, pull them out. Look at that, baby. Oh my God. Okay, that's really hot. Jeez. Don't do that. Freaking, what kind of great value freaking oven mitt is this? Burned a, jeez. All right, well, anyways, what I was trying to say, let me put this thing back on. Just put a little butter on top of them and let them go a little bit longer. Here, let's just do this real quick. Let's, yeah. Let's transfer them to here. There we go. All right. They look pretty dang good. What do you think? They're done, or should we let that butter sit on them a little longer?
No, I think that's pretty good.
We'll butter them up. Frick. Come this way, and let me show you something that your mama forgot to teach you. Bro, you better get that camera on. Gonna take yourself a cat head biscuit. Ooh, baby. Son of a... That's the second time that piece of crap hit me in the head. Oh! Y'all, just, if you made it this far, just subscribe, please. God. Alright. Grab yourself a biscuit. Oh, yeah, baby. Grab yourself some of these Tindy Windies. Some of these deer meat Tindy Windies. And you're gonna grab you some syrup. What is this? Mrs. Buttersworth. Buttersworth. How the frick do you say that? Buttersworth's. Thick and rich. Like I like my women thick. All right. Give yourself. Booyah, baby. That's how we do it down home right there. And grab you this biscuit. Bro.
1 out of 10, what does it rate?
Even though I cooked it, sometimes when you cook stuff, it tastes better to you just because you want it to. But if somebody just cooked this for me, Karen, you know what? You rate it. You rate it. You rate it. This is a true, honest, non-biased opinion on the biscuit. Homemade. and some fresh fried mule deer backstrap.
Amazing.
What's your rating?
It's amazing.
It's a 10?
That's 10.
All right, baby. We got it.
It's better than bacon and sausage.
You know what to do. If y'all love it, hit that like button, hit that subscribe. We got more videos coming y'all's way.
And we'll catch you on the next one.